Imagine spending $70,000 on a truck from the most trusted name in the automotive industry, and then watching it die on the highway before it even hits 20,000 miles. That is not a hypothetical. That is the reality facing hundreds of Toyota Tundra owners right now. And the most alarming part? Toyota has tried to fix this problem 3 times. And 3 times they have failed. This is the story of how one engine is quietly dismantling one of the most powerful reputations in automotive history. For decades, Toyota built something far more valuable than vehicles. They built trust. The kind of trust that made consumers pay a premium, skip the competition, and hand their keys to their kids. The Toyota name became shorthand for reliability. Buy a Toyota, and your mechanical worries were someone else's problem. That was the deal. And for decades it held. Then came the V35 AFTS, Toyota's new 3.4-liter twin-turbocharged V6, designed to replace the legendary 5.7-liter V8 that powered the Tundra for years. On paper, the case was compelling: more power, better fuel economy. Where the old V8 topped out at roughly 10,500 pounds of towing capacity, the new twin-turbo V6 pushed that figure to 12,000 pounds. Toyota called it the future of its truck lineup. Buyers lined up. Dealers celebrated. The automotive press applauded. But that's only part of the story. In May of 2024, Toyota issued its first recall, covering more than 102,000 Tundra trucks and Lexus LX models. The culprit? Owners were reporting engine knocking, rough running, stalls, and failures to start. In some cases, the engines could lose power while driving. This was not a minor inconvenience. This was engine failure. In moving vehicles, on public roads, the situation gets even worse. According to Toyota, the cause was machining debris left inside the engine during the production process. That debris was damaging the #1 main bearing, which could lead to knocking, rough running, hard starts, or total engine failure. In some cases, drivers could suddenly lose power while on the move. What made this especially damaging was the timing. Some failures were appearing well before 20,000 miles. This was not a wear and tear issue. This was a manufacturing defect. And it was happening in vehicles that were supposed to represent the pinnacle of Toyota engineering. The only fix was complete engine replacement, a process Toyota estimated would take between 13 and 21 hours of labor per vehicle. Toyota began providing courtesy cars to stranded owners. Service bays filled up. Wait times stretched for weeks. Months, in some cases. Toyota promised it had found the root cause. They implemented additional cleaning steps in their manufacturing process. They told the public the problem was contained. And for a moment, it seemed like the crisis might be over. What happened next surprised everyone. In November of 2025, another 127,000 vehicles were added to the recall, including more Tundras, more Lexus LX models, and for the first time, the Lexus GX. The same debris. The same bearing damage, the same engine failures. This time, Toyota admitted something deeply troubling. Even with the added manufacturing measures, debris could still slip through and damage the bearings. The real problem goes much deeper. By May of 2026, Toyota confirmed yet another recall, this time pulling in 44,000 additional model year 2024 Tundra trucks. The total number of vehicles recalled for the V35 AFTS engine family had now climbed to nearly 270,000. Since 2024, 3 separate recall campaigns, 3 separate promises of a fix. And the failures kept coming. Owner frustration has reached a boiling point. One owner on a popular truck forum summed it up in words that have since been shared thousands of times. People are getting sick of this. I bought my truck brand new in April of 2022, and since then I've carried it back to the dealership for at least 6 different recalls. That is not a dissatisfied customer making noise online. That is someone who feels genuinely betrayed by a brand they trusted with their money and their safety. Some 2026. Tundra owners are now changing their oil at just 500 miles into ownership, a desperate attempt to flush any potential debris before it reaches critical components. These are not reckless drivers cutting corners on maintenance. These are people who spent top dollar on a brand new truck and are now performing emergency rituals just to protect their investment. The anxiety is real, and it is spreading. Dealers are caught in the middle. Internal tracking data suggests that nearly 3 out of 4 Tundra owners presenting their trucks with drivability complaints were turned away on their first service visit, told the concern could not be replicated. A separate software-related throttle issue, quietly addressed by Toyota Corporate, was never properly communicated down to frontline service advisors at the dealership level. Customers were dismissed, problems went unresolved, and the trust eroded further with every unanswered visit. However, sales data tells a different story than Toyota's public confidence. According to Toyota's own figures, Tundra sales declined in 2026 compared to the same period the prior year. Those numbers may appear modest in isolation, but in the context of an ongoing engine crisis across multiple model years, they represent a clear warning signal. The ripple effect has already leaked into newer builds, with potential buyers actively questioning whether even a 2025 or 2026 Tundra is a safe purchase. Industry analysts are not mincing words. A reputation is far easier to destroy than it is to build. Sending hundreds of thousands of vehicles out to customers with impending engine failure hanging over them creates damage that warranty replacements alone cannot undo. One respected automotive reviewer stated plainly that had the Tundra never suffered these twin-turbo V6 failures, it would be a serious contender for the best full-size truck on the market. That single observation should alarm everyone inside Toyota's boardroom. And here's what makes this story even more unsettling. Some independent teardown experts now suggest the issue may not be purely about manufacturing debris at all. Evidence points to a possible oiling or design flaw within the engine itself, where main bearings fail under load while other components remain untouched. If that theory holds, no amount of improved factory cleaning will solve a problem that may be baked into the engine's fundamental architecture. That is the question Toyota has not yet answered publicly. And until they do, every new Tundra rolling off the lot carries a shadow of doubt that no badge, no warranty, and no recall letter can fully erase. Toyota built its empire on a simple, unspoken promise. Buy our vehicles, and they will not let you down. For millions of loyal owners, that promise still holds. But for the hundreds of thousands of Tundra owners staring down a third recall on the same engine, the promise feels hollow. The question now is not whether Toyota can fix the engine. The question is whether Toyota can fix the trust. And that, as any analyst in this industry will tell you, is a far harder repair.